This is Monty with Build Brothers. Started my digital inspection. We are at a property in the Skyline area, and we always like to start underneath the eaves just to see the condition of the wood. And on the surface level, the wood looks to be in decent condition. There's a couple, questionable pieces here and there. But so far so good. Now, what we're looking at here is a asphalt shingle roof, and you can see on this side, well, we're looking at a very aged product. Now there's drip edge along the perimeter. Drip edge is that metal flashing that goes along the fascia board and allows that water to freely flow off, and in this case into the gutters. Now we can see a lot of granule buildup here in the gutters. This just happens over time when that product is baking under the sun and those oils begin to evaporate completely from these shingles. Now that allows the granules to fall off into the gutters, and that's when we start to see that shiny fiberglass show through. Now when we see that fiberglass, well, that tells us that the product has gone past its life expectancy. And in this case, what they did when they had this solar installed, looks like what they did is replace a portion of the roof where the solar was installed, and there's more panels on the other side as well. For some reason, they didn't replace this roof plane because you could see a clear difference which one is more recent. But we can have a better look at all that shiny fiberglass starting to show through. So not sure why they left this one. Should have been replaced when replacing all these. Same thing with this one. This one is the old roof. You can see all that granule loss, fiberglass starting to show through, and this is the other part that they replaced when they installed these panels. Now it looks like there's about 23 panels on here. And everything seems to be working. Oh, an exposed nail head on the ridge cap. And going on the back patio portion, now there's a lot going on. We have a little bit of tar and gravel and torch down, and we have a little duct system going into here. So possibly this is the back addition of the house, and you can see a lot of mastic repair on here. All this mastic, see a lot of rippling. So looking at this, it looks like water has been getting up and underneath this part. More mastic repair. And this side part as well. This is actually flipped up. So a lot going on this. For the torch down, we don't see any bleed out. We like to see at least a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch of bleed out when installing torch down. So this just tells us that this was improperly installed. You can see that fiberglass starting to show through on the edges here. It's a very loose. And moving on over here, you can see this corner is actually completely lifted up. Almost looks like this is some synthetic underlayment right here, but you can see just how loose the material is. This is completely open, and you can see nail holes as well. So what does this tell us? Well, this product is compromised, and there are multiple portions of this roof that has gone past its life expectancy. What we want to do, for at the very least on this back portion is in critical condition. So what we recommend is tearing this down to the wood decking, address any rotten wood that needs to get replaced. We do know just by looking at this, there is going to be rotten wood that needs to get replaced. So what we're going to recommend for this back portion is TPO. TPO is a synthetic material. It does a very good job lasting long term against the UV rays, and has a waterproofing capability that is able to keep that water out long term. So TPO is a very good product for this flat roof section. Now for this portion, well, ideally what we want to do is do a full tear off with the shingle portion, and you know, we are licensed to remove and reinstall these panels, but yeah, ideally we want to, you know, completely do all of this, but you know, it is up to the homeowner. So in our professional recommendation, I mean, look at this stuff, it is completely done. There's no granules, fiberglass is showing through, so at the very least this roof plane needs to get done. Same thing with this one. These ones, you know, are a little more recent on the shingle portion, so you know, they can have some life left, but ideally we're going to want to replace all this, because we trust our roofing better than any other contractor. So yeah, I'll get this out to the homeowner and go over some options. Thank you.